You're listening to the PB with Paige and Brendan.
Your personal best in book podcasting. Well, my darling Paige, we are here for our very first episode of the PB with Paige and Brendan. And what a week. What a week to be here.
Ooh. If you have not been seeing what has been going down on the Bookstagram, you have been living under a rock, my friend. Absolute rock. It's
or
been
in a better place
popping
than
off.
what we are.
For a better place, or just not on Bookstagram.
Yeah. My gosh, so much has been going on. I really wanted to sit down today and talk about the Chloe Higgins of it all. And then let's just talk about book events and how that blew up and the amount of statements I've seen on my Instagram in the last 2 hours.
Yeah, and if it's not just the first one, it's now the second one. But
Or the third or the fourth or the fifth or the sixth or the 5 million.
pop off. Like, good on them for standing up and actually making so many more people aware of like what is the standard, you know? What is the industry standard? This is an ever revolving thing, but the ever revolving thing needs to slam the door on this Gen AI. Anyway, that's my 2 cents.
I 100% agree with you. I, for context, I wasn't aware of this event. I wasn't going to this event. I wasn't attending this event. I didn't even know it existed. And until tonight, when I was like, holy shit, what is going on? And I think to hear so many, or to read so many statements and feelings from authors who just feel like they were left in the lurch in this and not made aware of these businesses using Gen AI at these events, when it's such a toxic thing in the writing space, and it's such a thing that we have to battle. So why are you doing this? It was crazy. It's absolutely crazy.
It is crazy. And I do know of the post that kind of initiated all of this. And it was very AI, and I was kind of like, oh, okay, I know some authors that are going to be attending that, like instantly red flag. And I was like, So then I wasn't very surprised when all of a sudden my feed was like this, and I was like, and then I was getting DMs going, Paige, what's this? And I was just like, I'm finding out. Hold your horses. I'm not even joking. I had people go, oh, you know things. You know people. What's going on? And I was like, hold your phone. Hold the phone for 2 seconds. I'm there, almost.
This is one of those rare occasions where I am not involved in the gossip at all because I knew nothing.
And for once, I'm involved. Like, I'm not even involved. I just somehow managed to involve myself. From a reader's perspective, I was standing up for authors, advocating for them, and just saying to readers, like, if you are going to go to this event, please unfollow me. I do not want you to be a part of my community. Like, I'm not about that. And so it was me just literally standing up for all authors to be like, I'm with you. And yeah, it's now going past 25K views now, and it's gone a bit viral. So
Good
not
on you.
It was not my intention to do anything like that. I am, as you all know, my page is very community focused and indie focused. And so that's what I just wanted to continuously do. And here we are.
Good on you for making a stand, because I feel like a lot of people really don't make a stand. It's so hard to make a stand and to make a public statement like that. So good on you for saying that. All I know about this event is literally what you told me in one of our chats. And even that was limited because, as you know, I'm in the midst of packing my house up to get ready to move to be much, much closer to you. And I'll be neighbours with our friend Rin. I know, very exciting. Yeah, very exciting, but I've so much work to do. So I'm literally moving house on the 14th of August. So tick, 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 the clock is ticking. So yeah, so I have just been so oblivious, so out of this. And then I was like, oh my God, what is happening? I was was trying to eat my dinner and I was just like, oh my God, what is going on? Like, this is insane. But also great. I feel like it's really important that all these authors are taking a stand. And how awful that they're not getting their money back on that either. You know, obviously I understand like events are really hard to run. They are expensive to run. And so there are those thresholds you have to take. But I'd also be curious, like what sort of promises were they making these authors about, do you use Gen AI in your cover? Like what were their terms and conditions?
Well, in the very messy public thing that this event organizer has done, has gone and screenshotted a lot of emails that they received and some of their responses. And they've also said that they messed up by not really beating a lot. So that's on them 100% for not going through and doing their due diligence. But also they didn't have, as far as I'm aware, and from what I've seen and come across, is that they didn't really say a lot about anything to do with AI. And then when it was noticed that they were starting to use some Gen AI in some AI, sorry, not Gen AI, in some posts. They emailed because they wanted to keep it out of the bookish space, which is fair enough. They were trying to do everything through email and keep it very out of public eye, but nothing was really resolved. And so that's why they decided to make a very public stand with a whole bunch of authors. I don't know the count of how many authors have pulled out. It seems quite like a lot because I've seen perhaps around 30 or more posts of statements. And then once they were starting to ask questions, they weren't getting any answers. And so that's why they did what they did. And they were told that they're not being refunded.
Yeah, I would say to all of these authors, look in your contract and what you were signing, what the obligations were for both parties, and were those obligations met when you decide to pull out?
100%.
I also just feel like, I think for this business, for this person running this event, how damaging is your reputation now?
Yeah.
Silly.
It's very silly. So silly.
So silly.
Because it's also connected to an online bookstore. So yeah, but not only that, I actually tried to comment on their post with all of the email screenshots and the comments were limited, so it didn't post, but it was just basically like saying, well, isn't this a learning curve? Isn't this going to be something that you can now reflect on and go, oh, I shouldn't have done that?
Yeah, good luck. See what they do with that. I just hope all of these authors are okay, and it's a really shitty thing to experience and to go through.
It is.
So just my heart goes out for them. I feel like for this person running this event, this is a lesson learned that when you make these promises about Gen AI, or whether you do or not, if you're having it in creative spaces, creative people will speak up about that and have their very strong, firm opinions on that. And this is a hard lesson. I hope that they learn from that, because it would have been cheaper just to say to that one person, please don't do Gen AI.
Exactly.
I was at a bookish event expo in recent weeks, and there were a couple of other vendors that you talk about, how's your day going, how your sales going, blah, 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 like that lovely community feeling. And I was like, yeah, things are going great. It's been a great day. It's a great expo, doing really well. It's exciting. Got lots of sales, lots of people. Oh, I'm not doing great. I'm like, well, most of your merchandise looks like it's being created with AI slop. And
it's going to do it.
You're in Artist Alley with all the other creatives who are pouring their hearts and souls into everything. When I'm at those events and I say, like, yes, I'm the artist and I'm the author of this book, so I write my stories and I do all my own character art, blah, 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 blah. Like, yeah, oh, yes, like I made this and I made that. That's what people want that. In a creative space, they want this human art, human interactions. They don't want AI. And that was showing for all of the different artists there that use some form of AI in their work. It's like, babe, it shows. Babe, it shows.
And it does. It shows in your numbers. It shows in the...
what people want.
Exactly. For sure.
Tonight was a night. We're recording this on Tuesday night, everybody, Tuesday the 21st. So tonight was the night it was all blowing up. So when you hear this later on, yes, this was Tuesday. This was the night. Paige and I were, when are we going to record our first episode? And we were like, it's going to be tonight now. Tonight is the night.
Tonight is the night. Sorry, musical number. I literally was driving home going, tonight would be a really good time to finally record our episode, because it has been something that is on something that we're both very passionate about, being in a creative space.
Yes.
And advocating for people and supporting people and wanting to make sure that everyone involved is okay, mainly the authors at the end of the day. So, but yeah, wild, absolutely wild.
So Paige, speaking of authors who are not okay, there was quite a big scandal blowing up last week with a particular author who was accused of bullying and came out with, look, I'm going to say a very bland statement. I read all, was it 16, 15 pages of that. Wasn't me, nothing. Yeah. Nothing to see here. It wasn't me. I would never do such a thing. My friend did that on my behalf. And first and foremost, every story has two sides. I have my own side on which way I can clearly see, because I have eyeballs and ears, and I feel like what a lot of these bullies need to remember is that authors, bookstagrammers, they all talk to each other. Everything you say publicly can be seen by the other people. Narcissist, you need to do your vindictive, spiteful things in very private, close quarters. Because people hear the things that are coming out of your mouth and then relay that to other people. And that doesn't make you look good. When you literally lay out the plot of what you are going to do to those people's Goodreads accounts and review bombing accounts on Goodreads, when you state that to people, you're stating to authors that you're going to do that to other authors, you stupid idiot.
I just don't understand. Also, one thing I don't understand about is how do people even think of coming up with these ideas and how to hurt people? Why can't you just be kind and just move on? But also the audacity of people. It's extreme, and it infuriates me. Anyway, that apology was very meh.
Yeah, do you know the thing that stood out for me the most was when she said, I didn't even know this was happening, and all these rumblings until it was brought to my attention, and I told my friend not to do this because I would never want to bully anyone. But I've had several friends over several times do this for me to support me. I'm like, why do you need to have so many friends supporting you like this? Maybe you're the problem if this keeps happening. Have you heard that song by Taylor Swift? Hi, I'm the problem, it's me. Look in the mirror, sweetheart, because if your friends keep coming to defend you, what are you doing to need to be defended against?
That, and also if we don't condone bullying, why are we getting our friends to bully others?
But she had no idea. She had no idea, Paige. Yeah. Like we're all stupid, like we're born yesterday. It's like, aren't you an author, darling? Could you not write a better lie? That was a bit savage, but if you're an author, couldn't you come up with a better lie?
And also just doing it to the people that she's done it to. Really sweet people who just want nothing but the best for not only themselves, but for their friends too. Again, just shocked at, the audacity of people. What I loved about this whole thing was there is a bookstagrammer, and her name is Danielle or Daniela, either one. And she has done a full, I've got the tea. Do you want to know it? About this whole situation. But also, she is now dropping episodes about the whole event thing too.
Okay, so episode 2, are we going to get Danielle in to spill some tea with us?
Yeah, let's do it.
Let's go, Danielle. Come on, Danielle.
Yeah. So she's very good. So she's goes across threads. She finds comments. She does, obviously, people's feeds, things that people may also send through to her or stuff like that. But I do believe, I do think she likes to do a lot of her own fact checking and things like that too. But yeah, I messaged her today and I was just like, I know your DMs are probably blowing up about this whole thing, but thank you.
Thank you, Danielle. We love you. We love you so much, Danielle.
Yeah. Like my unhinged book chat, which is called Acid Trip on Crack. Don't ask me how, it just is.
Look, I'm here for it.
And they were like stalking her feed until she posted it because they knew she was going to be involved in it. Like, you know, report on it. Yeah, so definitely the drama and the tea will continuously be spilled about this event because I do think there's more to come.
Well, as I am very busy back in my house, Paige, please keep me informed at all times.
Oh, honey, I will.
need to know. I need to know what's happening at all times. So.
I'll just do it in our event chat or something because then all of you can be all in. Because, poor Rach today. Yeah. So what's going on? I was like, hold the phone for a second. Let me find my screenshots.
Oh, my God. Well, sorry, Rach. I was just oblivious. I'm packing my house. My gosh. I didn't really intend for the first episode to be so much gossip, Paige. But, oh, my God, girl.
Damn.
Did I have stuff blown? Oh, my God. Let me just, get my phone to check this.
Have you got something else to tell me?
Oh, girl, I have tea.
Ooh, are we doing a 3-in-1 in one episode?
Yeah, because this is super current, super crazy tea. So a friend of mine, a lovely bookstagrammer, reached out to me and was just like, can I ask you a question? Is it really inappropriate to be yelled at by an author for giving a positive 3-star review? Because I've done that. I told him it was a 3-star book. I really enjoyed it. And they basically yelled at me. And it's just like, I wish I never gave you my book to read because you're killing my momentum. Yeah.
3-star reviews are not shit reviews.
Yep.
And people need to open their eyes to this.
Yes. I said to my friend, I get it. When I got my first 3-star review, which was a very positive review. It was very lovely. It was 5 paragraphs of all the things they loved about the book and was just you know what? There was just a few bits where I thought this was a bit stiff, but I'm so hooked. Literally the line was, I thought there were parts that were just a little bit stiff for my liking, but the story just kept pulling me back in and I'm excited for what comes next. That was the end of the feedback. And for 3 seconds, I had that. My God, I got a 3-star. This is gutting because it's your first one, right? Yeah, you're gutted because by that point, all my reviews were 4 stars and 5 stars, and people were loving it. And so it's you get your first 3, and you're like, I'm devastated. But
That's
then you get over
I'm a
it.
sellout.
Yeah. You're like, oh my God, I'm a farce. It's I'm a failure in life. But then you sort of get over it because then you look at your own reviews, books that I've reviewed 3 stars. I'm like, that was a fun 3-star book, movie. A 3 to 3.5 star book or movie to me is great. I'm like, that was really fun. I enjoyed it.
Yeah. It just didn't tickle that brain of yours to want to rate it anymore because it just did not tickle your brain. And it was just
perfectly
a fun, fine.
It was a great book. But so that author also said to me, it's is it okay if I post this review? And I was like, yeah, you can post it. And he was like, oh, thanks. I have lots of authors that get really upset about that. And I've just got all these lovely reviews in draft. And I was like, that's really sad. I hate the fact that people get upset at you for a 3-star book.
But also what was such a trigger thing for me when what you just said was I have authors that don't want me to post a review because it's not 5 stars. It's I'm sorry, but why are they policing your Bookstagram?
Reviews.
Why are they policing what you post?
I feel if anything, if someone leaves you a 3-star review, that just legitimizes you. Because if you look at someone's book and you're it's all 4 stars and all 5 stars, you're oh, just their friends. Which admittedly, before that, it wasn't just my friends who were leaving 4-star reviews or 5-star reviews. A lot of them were people that I was friendly with, but some also weren't, So, that is great. But, a 3-star review legitimizes you, I feel in my eyes. Because it's a stranger who you don't know enjoyed your book enough to give it 3 stars. That's amazing. But yes, anyway, so my friend, I was just darling, you should post your review. It shouldn't be that big a deal. Someone shouldn't make you feel like that. So he wrote the review, sent it to the author, and was like, what do you think? Like, it's a positive review. See, like, I'm saying all these lovely things. And the author basically just like, snapped back and was like, I don't talking about this anymore. You're just upsetting me. You're killing my momentum. Don't post it. And I just wish I'd never given you my book to read. And I
I'm
was
so
like,
livid.
yeah. And then I went to the author's page because I'm a sticky beak gossip and was like, well, your cover looks like AI slop and so's all your marketing. So there you go.
There you go.
There you go. Just saying. It's so ridiculous. Don't do that. I got my first 1-star review, Paige. I feel like I became a real author. I got a 1-star review. This person's review was so savage. And I don't normally look at reviews. I just happened to be on Goodreads. Well, I was on Goodreads. And so I was just in my Goodreads, like doing my Goodreads reading. And then like my book was there. And I was just like one of my friends, like, I just gave you a really good review. And I was like, I'll go read your review. I was like, I should have done it.
Dun, dun, dun.
Done. But honestly, like, I laughed at the review. I'm not going to read it out because it's like, I just want to sort of respect that person's, if they ever hear this, it's like, I saw your review. If it wasn't for you, honey, that's fine. You were super savage about it and I don't agree with you but I don't really care. Like, I just don't care. So I told some people in like my street team chat and I was just like, oh my God, I'm a real author now, guys. I've made it. I've got a 1-star review.
Oh, no, I do remember this. Yes.
And people were like, oh my God, I'm outraged for you. Are you okay? I'm like, oh, I'm fine. I don't give a shit. It's like, it's funny. It's funny.
Sammy was ready to ride at dawn for you.
God loves Sammy. No, it's like you can't care about that because you know what? Reviews aren't for me. They're for readers.
I completely agree. I, as a bookstagrammer myself, I am a terrible reviewer. Like, I am terrible. I sometimes post them on my Instagram. I normally kind of do. I'm more of a vibes reader, and so that's what I like to review as. So a lot of the time, they're like 4 or 5-star reviews. And when you said this 3-star was like 5 paragraphs, I was like, honey, my 5-star reviews are lucky to get like a full sentence.
I mean,
and
I'm a writer, so I tend to write longer reviews. But it's funny, I didn't realize that I was a vibe reader until recently when I was thinking about what I say. And like, cause I don't feel like I'm a book reviewer. I'm a book recommender.
Me too. Yeah.
I didn't even realize I was doing it. I would write a review and I'd be like, oh, I love this, and I love this, and this was fun, and this was cool, and this was a vibe, and this comes along. This is the reasons you may not like it. But I just realized I'm definitely a vibe reader. I mean, obviously I love a good plot. And I need good character development and I need good writing to get me through it. But it's the how I felt and being on the edge of my seat that keeps me going.
Mm-hmm. I completely agree.
So my advice to authors who are listening to this is do not scold people for having an opinion on your book that you don't agree with, because they're allowed to. For every person that doesn't like your book, there are going to be way more that love it.
Exactly.
Yeah,
exactly.
When I was at that book event recently, I had readers that I saw at my first one or my second or third or my fourth time there, and so they picked up my book and they saw me again. They were like, one girl's like, my gosh, I loved your book so much. So much. I cannot wait for the next one. Like several times people going, your book was amazing. I am so excited to see what you do next. And stopping to chat about the book and like the bits they loved. And you're just like, this warms my heart. This is so great. It's like, this is great feedback. Authors, for every time you have a really savage 1-star review, or you have a really lovely 3-star review, which is also okay, just let it go and hold on to those amazing moments you do have when someone really connects with your book and has a great time.
Exactly. 100%. You want someone who wants to champion you and to obviously recommend your book, but you also want to be someone who can just be like, okay, cool. You didn't like it. It probably wasn't for you, but this person really loved it and I'm going to stick with them.
Speaking of content blowing up, my I don't like this reel reached so many different people that I just did not expect. That was just me being a lovable dickhead.
Yeah.
And being stupid. And people were just like, my God, this is just so sadly accurate. Like, I'm cackling. The novella. I didn't like this novella. It could have done with some more character development, like 400 pages more of world building and character development would have been great. People commenting in reels or like in their carousels complaining about the shortness of novellas.
Novellas are real books too.
That's the point. Like,
Exactly.
they're short and sweet. You have 150 pages-ish to get your story across. Like, you go into that going, this is a tight story.
So I'm just going to grab out a couple of novellas that I've recently acquired. Oh, there's a couple here. There's two here that I highly recommend. Novellas.
Fabulous. Oh my gosh.
Oh, here we go. So everybody, the whole fam's together.
2 more. 4 more.
There's
At them. We have Can't Refuse Him by BJ Twigg. We have Dead Horizon by Rachel Jones. We have Plagued Beginnings by Nikki Brooke. And we have Squidward by Chloe Jane. Darling, could you just hold up the Dead Horizon and Squidward covers for me again? Just 1 second, thanks.
Sure.
Yeah.
I will, absolutely.
Well, they're definitely the best looking covers out of that bunch of 4, I'm just saying. They must have a great cover designer. Hi, that's me, everybody.
Yeah. So
Beautiful.
And what I love
Gorgeous.
about all of these,
all 4 are gorgeous. Yeah.
all 4 are gorgeous. They all have really deep characters, and they're all like what?
Amazing.
This one is Squidward is 114 pages long. Dead Horizon is 155 pages long. Plaguelands is here 97 pages long, and then Can't Refuse Them is 143. So all of them are tiny.
Yeah,
but
short, sharp, and fabulous.
They have really great character depth, character arcs, but also like they do have plot in there, and they all nailed the brief so well.
When I read all 4 of them, as I got to the end, all I could think about was wanting to read more. I want to read more. What's happening next? Thankfully, with Plagued Beginnings, which was so fabulous, you've got Plagued Lands to continue on to. Now, I haven't read Plagued Lands yet because when I was chatting to Nikki about it, she was like, oh my God, I should read Plagued Lands. And she's like, Plagued Beginnings is coming out. It's the prequel novella. And I was like, okay, well, I'll read that first and then I'll read Plagued Lands. Except, sorry, Nikki, Plagued Lands is now packed in all my boxes. Actually, everyone's books are packed in my boxes. So no one is getting any more book pictures from me until after August 19th.
You'll be closer to me. We can actually maybe do like one of these actually in person.
Yeah. And we can do bookish events.
Shut up.
Shut up, Paige.
I'll be your assistant.
Did I put that submission? We'll just reach out to Tales and Tomes and I was like, did I put my application in for that? I can't remember. Please assist me.
So what are you reading?
What am I reading? I am reading Swallowed by Night by Jeremy Harrison. He's a fabulous American author. It is a gay vampire romance. Post-apocalyptic vampire gay romance. And it's smutty. It opens up with a great sex. And of course, I have now picked up the arc that dropped into my inbox at 11:50 something last
something
night.
like that. Yeah.
My darling sister, BJ Twigg, I love you. But how dare you drop that to me at that time? Actually, I shouldn't say that because not that it really mattered because literally I was crawling into bed when he did that, so I just fell asleep and died. I was like, I love you. I've downloaded. I've got a screenshot. I've literally read the first line of chapter 1.
I did it at 1 a.m. last night because
I saw your reel or your story.
I have this at the moment where I'm like self-sabotaging myself at night, where I'm just sitting there scrolling. So I'm really trying to break this habit. And so I like climbed into bed at 1 and I was like, I may as well just start. I'm awake anyway. And then, I read like 3 pages, I believe. And then I was like, not that it's because it's boring, Ben. It's not.
No, it's because it's 1 a.m.
It's because I'm a silly Billy and should have been in bed ages ago. But I will say I am now at page 99. Whew, already? I still have another 100, 200 pages basically to read now.
There you go. Gosh, go. Yeah, I have not picked it up again today because I was working all day. And then as soon as I finished work, I was packing boxes and getting my charity pile sorted out. I'm selling some stuff on Marketplace, and so it's just...
I don't miss doing that. When you're getting rid of shit.
It's
when
fine.
you should just get rid of it while you still live there. Anyway.
Yeah. Yeah. Yes, I know.
I know. I'm the worst too.
But yeah, that's what I'm reading at the moment. Yeah. That's
Nice.
it. That's it. That is my life will be very much exciting tea and gossip I see on Instagram, some slow reading, and then continuing on, and then I can unpack everything. I'm going to have a brand new studio in my house. I'm planning some like amazing bookshelves.
So jealous. I can't wait to see all the photos.
It's going to be great. And so also, Paige, I have seen that you're doing some writing at the moment on your stories, that you're writing words. What are you doing?
So I remember, and I feel like I'm eating my word. When we did our first live, I said, nah, I'm not interested in writing whatsoever. And then I've had this one scene in my brain for the last, when I started, it probably was like in it for a week. Just this one scene just in my brain. And I sat down with some local Brisbane authors. We caught up for coffee and I just sat with the girls and I was just like, I have an urge. And they were like looking at me like, what the fuck you mean an urge? And I was like, I have an urge to write. And then they would just screamed. And we're in the middle of Westfield at Coffee Club and they're just like, and I was like, holy shit.
They're really keen on this idea.
So I have written almost 6.5K words.
Ooh.
I have enjoyed being able to be in a creative space like this, even though I am in a continuous creative space with Bookstagram and content creating. This is just itching my brain in a really nice way. And I almost get to the point where I'm like, at the end of the day, I'm almost like, oh, I can go and write on my computer.
It's so much fun, isn't it?
So at this stage, I don't know if it's going to turn into anything. It's just I'm getting an urge that I'm just seeing where it goes.
Scratching. Yeah, fab.
Just scratching.
That itch.
So
exciting.
We'll see.
I love this. I know for me, it always starts with a scene. You have this vision of this scene.
Funny enough, this has kind of stemmed from me going back to my high school years of writing fan fiction for Twilight.
Were you team Edward or were you team Jacob? Or were you team someone else altogether?
Well, I mean, it could have been a wide choose at this stage, honestly. Let's be real. I was team Jacob for a lot of it, but I understood the appeal of Edward, not movie Edward, book Edward.
Book Edward, yeah.
But yeah, it did help that Taylor Lautner is the hunk that he is. So it's the scene kind of from there, but rather than using it as a scene and what I'm writing, it's more of a scene that encapsulates who my FM's.
Is it like a romance? Is it like a thriller?
An urban fantasy. Yeah, urban fantasy that is mafia vampire. That face. Every time I talk about this, I have the biggest smile on my face because I have this I have the whole thing literally in my brain, and I just want to be able to be like, there it is. Yeah, there's a few things. My FMC is going to be bi, like myself, and we're going to have a female villain, but also the mafia is not as mean and nasty as what everyone thinks it is. And also it has a little bit of crime kind of in there too, because the MMC is a detective and he's a grumpy one.
Oh, I love this.
So I have everything kind of how I want it and what I want to do. It's just writing it, basically. That's all it is.
I can't wait to read it. I can't wait to read it.
So yeah, it's gonna be a bit of fun, I think. Yeah, I've had a couple of people just be like, "Are you writing?" And I was like, "Yeah." I actually, to kind of be toe the line, I put it as a trial reel, and it started to perform quite well. And someone who I know commented on it, and I was like, "Shit, okay, it's out. I need to process this properly." And I was actually received quite well, and I was like, "Oh, okay." Yeah, so yeah, definitely eating my words from April.
Well, just you wait, honey, because very soon you'll be working on next project, you'd be like, I have a new work in progress in mind. And they come to you and you can't stop thinking about them.
I already have inklings of something else, but I don't know yet. And I don't know if that will be an actual project or if that's just something that I want to write about. But Ren is actually doing quite a good job of an itch that I want scratched in regards to like a book coming out. I've beta read for her next project. And
I don't know if you saw my reel, but I have a new work in progress that came to me, a new story. I was thinking about the snow because like it's been such a crap snow season in Australia this year. So I was like, I'm not going to get to the snow this season. My season pass is going to go to waste. It sucks. And I was like, why has anyone written like a nice, good ski romance yet? There should be a good ski romance out there. And I was like, why don't I write one? What would my story be? It would be like a rivals to lovers, but they're only rivals because their coaches fight with each other, and so they're just being inclined to think like that. And then I was like, this could be fun. And I told Ben, and Ben's like, you should make it a monster romance. And I was like, so yes, it's possibly going to be a human with a Yeti shifter because there's enhanced humans in the world. So they're beings, and they're sort of all become developed.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and the book starts off with an orgy at the Winter Olympics because the Olympians are all whores.
Why the fuck?
And they start fucking. And that's how they're like, oh my God, we're meant to be rivals, but that was great. Yeah. So,
I see you.
it's called Off-Piece.
Oh, you've already named.
Yeah, I'm like, because that's how I work. I'm like, I come up with a name for the book or the story. I'm like, I have this idea. That's the story. Here's what the cover's going to look like. And then I start writing.
I love that.
But
I love that.
normally the climax comes to me first. But this time the opening scene came to me.
Because they still climax.
It's correct. I still wrote a climax. It was just a different one. So yeah, we're also working on that right now. It's going to be a rivals to lovers. Look at me talking in tropes. Look how much I've grown because we know how I hate
Look
tropes.
how much. Yeah. Yeah.
Speaking of tropes, Paige, I think you'll be really proud of me because I named all of my deluxe packs for my Odyssey edition of my book after tropes.
Yeah. And I'm so freaking proud of you for doing that. Pop off, King.
I was like, I hate tropes, but this is funny for me.
It is funny though, and I think it's great marketing in the way people love tropes. Readers love tropes. When I say people, it's readers. Readers love tropes. Tropes are for readers. And a perfect case in point is when I went to an author event on the weekend. She made of all of her books, and they're literally in tropes. So you know exactly, and because they're interconnected standalone series, so you know exactly what you're getting with each book. So I like that. I've never read this author before, so it was definitely a great way for me to be like, oh, cool. I know what you write, and now I know what I want to read. Thank you.
Well, Paige, I feel like
Brendan.
this has been an amazing first episode. Completely unexpected. We didn't even really get talking to all of our books. I am excited to hear what we've got coming up when we meet for episode 2 because it's going to be wild.
Yeah, maybe it might be a follow-up of what's happened. Yeah, get Danielle.
Danielle, I think you're coming on for episode 2, honey. We're going to talk with you.
Yeah, we're going to have to get her on.
Everyone, thank you so much for being here, for listening to us ramble. If you dipped out 30 minutes ago, you suck. Yep, I blame you. You suck. You're shit.
I don't.
But if you're still here,
we love you.
What are you doing here? Honestly, what are you doing here? Like, we love you. We love you. We just want to thank Ben and Rin and Sammy and Alana and Chloe and Rach for listening to the 5 listeners that are still here. Our dear friends, thank you so much for being here.
Love you.
Yeah, love you all. And love you too, Paige. Thank you so much. This was so much fun, and I can't wait to do episode 2 with you.
You're so welcome. Every time I get to chat with you, it's never a dull moment. And
honey, we are never a dull moment.
No, never. But I just appreciate you, and thank you for everything that you do for not only myself, but everyone in this community, and for keeping it real, because I love that about you.
Right back at you, honey. Oh, yeah, I will keep it real.
Uh,
All right, my darling.
Alrighty. Well,
Love
thank
you
you
and
so
leave
much.
you. Everyone, thanks for sticking around. And until next time, keep reading, keep being fabulous, and keep it real.